Welcome back. One of the most critical parts of your investment portfolio is your health insurance cover. Medical inflation is at about 15% a year and projected to increase to 18%, significantly higher than the overall inflation. This, coupled with increasing instances of lifestyle diseases, has caused a huge spike in healthcare costs. Insurers are introducing premium health plans to cater to specific requirements that were earlier excluded from the standard policies. So the question is, how well are you prepared? Certified Financial Planner Harshvardhan Rungta of Rungta Securities joins me. Harsh, thanks very much for joining us. My first question to you is if we can quickly go through what are the kinds of healthcare plans that are available today in the market?
Well, Avni, there are about 4 types of health insurance policies that are available. Before you choose which one do you need, you really need to understand what does each policy do for you. The first, which is the first kind, which is basically a Mediclaim, a traditional product which is known as Mediclaim. It's nothing but a hospital expenses reimbursement policy. So this primarily works on the principle of indemnity, which means you are hospitalized, there is a particular expense that you have to bear.
Right.
Now the insurance company promises to reimburse that cost to you, whatever is the cost of medical expenses in a hospital. The other part is a critical illness. Now this does not work on the principle of indemnity. There are predefined ailments which are specified in the policy. Now upon diagnosis of those ailments, whether you're hospitalized or not hospitalized, the policy pays out a fixed lump sum.
Okay.
The third kind of policy that is available is a major surgical benefit policies. Now these policies again do not work on the principle of indemnity. They are predefined surgeries in the policy. If you're advised to undergo a particular surgery, you are paid out a fixed lump sum. The fourth, the kind that is available is a hospital daily cash benefit. Now this really isn't too much of a important product to be added in a portfolio. This only promises the number of days you're hospitalized, a fixed amount will be paid out to you per day of hospitalization. Insurance companies these days are combining 2 or 3 benefits into one single policy and offering it to the policyholders.
So I think one of the most important changes that's come about in these new age health products is the inclusion of pre-existing diseases. Earlier it was quite controversial. There was a timeline of 4 years after which only it will be covered. So how does that now the policies are including these in them?
Initially, we began with a system wherein pre-existing ailments were never covered in the policy.
Right.
Then came an era where we had features into the policy stating that any pre-existing ailment will not be paid for in the first 4 years of the policy.
Okay.
One level further that we're going and seeing that insurance companies are introducing products wherein pre-existing ailments are paid even from the first year of policy.
Okay.
Every feature that is being added, there is a cost involved.
Right. In fact, that brings me to the next question is about this high-end category of products that insurance companies are really coming out with. There are quite a few companies now who are entering and more are expected to enter this space. What are the key differentiators that one should look out for in these products?
Now the key differentiating factors between these companies would be you need to check what is covered. The one is basic hospitalization expenses would be covered in all policies.
Yeah.
But you need to see if there are maternity benefits which are being offered. You need to see whether, as we spoke about pre-existing ailments, what is the waiting period for those pre-existing ailments, whether it is from 1 year or it is from 2nd year or the 4th year. You need to compare premiums because they're getting competitive by the day.
Yes.
You need to compare if critical illness, if there is any other, the other 3 health insurance products that we spoke about, whether critical illness is also included in the policy. Whether you have daily hospital cash benefits being available to you. Most importantly, when you're looking at high-end products, there are about 4 or 5 insurance companies today who will offer coverage even going up to 50 or 60 lakhs. You need to see whether that coverage is worldwide or valid only in India.
Correct.
Because there are certain ailments for which are critical in nature, they're major diseases, which will require you to take expert treatment which is not available in India probably, and you may need to go outside.
Right. Experimental treatments, I mean for things like cancer, when people are at advanced stages, many of them opt to go in for experimental procedures which are often carried out abroad. So is this something that could possibly be covered in any of these products?
Well, anything which is recognized as a treatment by the Indian Medical Association is covered for in the policy.
Okay.
So if you're going to take a treatment which is not recognized as a form of procedure, then ideally it will not be covered. It always makes sense, because if you're going to go for a planned hospitalization overseas, you can always intimate the insurance company.
So what are the kind of premiums that we're talking about?
See, if you look at, if you look at a 35-year-old individual, if he goes in for a 50 lakh cover, the premium would range from say about an 18,000 to probably 39,000-40,000 rupees.
Okay.
Now, where is the difference? Okay, there are some policies which will cover even OPD benefits. So naturally the premium is going to be higher, because OPD treatments are very common with even a healthy individual. Now, some would cover maternity, some would not cover maternity. So if premium comparison is the premium charge is the only comparating factor, I don't think it will be fair.
All right. Thanks, Harsh, very much for joining us on the
My
show.
pleasure.
With that, it's a wrap on this episode of Wealth Manager. If you have any queries or comments, do write into us at wealthmanager@bloombergtvindia.com. For all the episodes of Wealth Manager and expert opinions, log on to btvin.com/wealthmanager. Thanks for watching.
Powered by Bajaj Alia.